Hey, what's up guys? So I'm back on the prowl in the mean streets of London this week. After the recent Watches and Wonders leaving us with a plethora of new watches, I had to check them out in person. And you know the drill by now, if you enjoy watching my content, do leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on my new releases. But let's go, I can't wait. My first stop was actually not in lovely London but in Lyon, France. During my recent trip there, I had a bit of spare time, so I decided to check out their watch scene. And I came across some of the new Tudor releases, the Black Bay 58 Burgundy and Black Bay 68. And on release, I didn't think too much of the Black Bay 58 Burgundy, but in person, I thought it looked really nice with that sunburst burgundy dial and bezel. I've always loved the Black Bay 58 package, and this new colour is certainly enticing and surprisingly dressy. As for the Black Bay 68, again, I thought it looked very nice in this black and blue blueberry colorway. The size is not the most ideal for me, but I can see it being perfect for larger wristed people. Overall, I do like what Tudor is doing with the Black Bay range, and it makes sense to expand it to have a watch for everyone. Next stop back in London is a favourite of mine, Goldsmiths in Stratford. Here I checked out the new Tudor Black Bay Pro Opaline. And I'd like to start by extending an apology to Tudor because this watch seriously impressed me. The opaline dial that they gave this watch has this kind of sunbursty sheen to it, and that just absolutely works for me. And I think this just makes the whole watch look more elevated even compared to the Rolex Explorer 2. My gripes with the Black Bay Pro still remain with that tubby thickness and riveted lugs, but you know what, as a loyal Tudor fan, don't worry, I'll keep on waiting until they finally release a version that's slimmed down. But seriously, with some minor improvements, this is definitely a watch that I'll pull the trigger on. Next, I headed over to IWC and had a look at their new IWC Pilot's Chronograph APXGP Special Edition. This watch is made specially for the upcoming Formula 1 movie, and I thought it looked pretty nice with the gold-plated accents and smoked sapphire caseback. I've always liked the simplicity of IWC watch designs, but I can't really see them as racing watches because, I don't know, a Pilot's Chronograph as a racing watch just doesn't fit the bill for me. Next up was Breitling to check out their new Top Time watches, starting with the B31 Top Time 3-hander watch. 38mm in size and with the Cyclops for the date, I think the dial design is pretty cool to be honest, but in hand, the watch kind of felt like a generic microband watch, nothing too special to the case and back. It wore well on my wrist, but I didn't like the gaudy slanted link bracelet, and the price point of £4,500 was just a shocker. After that was the new Top Time B01 Racing Chronograph, which had a really cool racing dashboard dial design, and coming in at 38mm as well, this one wore like a dream on the wrist. This one was honestly really cool and unique with a retro feel, and I guess I have another entry into my never-ending list of luxury chronograph contenders. And of course, I had to check out the 41mm B01 Navitimer. This is one watch that I'd really like to have, but if you've seen my previous videos, that price point is just killing me. Next, I headed to Tag Heuer to check out their new offerings, including the new Carrera Day Date and Date Twin Time. The Day Date returns with the glass block style sloped chapter ring, which gives it a bit of flair, but to be completely honest, the Carrera Date models feel a bit cheap and light to me in person, especially with that flat link bracelet, and let's just say that at £3,850, I won't be interested in picking one up anytime soon. The Date Twin Time was certainly cool with this unique green and white colorway and red tip GMT hand, but I think the 41mm size is slightly too big for me. The unexpected star of the show, however, was the new Formula 1 Solograph, a 38mm reissue of the Kith Heuer collab design but with the solar module. When I first saw these online, I thought, nah, these are moon swatch all over again, but let me assure you, these are all sandblasted steel including the case and bracelet, and I just thought they were so charming. Yeah, the bezel is plastic, but it still had solid action, and overall, I'm actually surprisingly tempted to pick one up. I love my solar Seiko and I have been looking for a luxury upgrade to it, and who knows, maybe this is it. After a brief commute, I arrived at the Grand Seiko London boutique and headed upstairs to check out the recent King Seiko releases, as I was really looking for a three-hander watch. To be honest, I didn't really know where to find King Seiko in London before, but to my delight, the top floor of the GS boutique had pretty much the entire Seiko and King Seiko catalogue. So if you're ever looking for that, be sure to check the Grand Seiko store out. I checked out the SPB 457 and SJE 109 watches. The SPB 457 was really nice, 36mm in size and a thin 11.6mm thickness, loom on the hands and the iconic King Seiko blocky baton markers. But as with all other King Seikos before, I thought it looked a little bit vanilla and boring. The SJE 109 on the other hand hit different, coming in with that beautiful 39mm high polish cushion case and really thin at 10mm. It also has the upgraded 6L35 movement, a subtle boxed sapphire crystal, and a really cool beads of rice style bracelet. But at £2,750, the price was a bit hard to swallow. Finally, I had a quick look at the Seiko Presage SPB 495, an enamel dial watch, 40mm by 12mm thick, and with 72 hours of power reserve and 100 meters of water resistance. This one was quite a stunner too, with that fine enamel dial and blued hands, but I thought that the case looked a bit too rough and chunky for an elegant watch like this, and the sub dial being a 24-hour dial instead of a small seconds kind of threw me off a bit. The final contender for the day was from Longines, the 38mm Master Collection Small Seconds, and oh man, this one just really popped with those blued hands, etched numerals, and concentrically brushed small second subdial. Again, the case comes in super thin at 10mm, but this is a true dress watch with only 30 meters of water resistance, but an in-house movement with 72 hours of power resistance. There were two colorways, the grey and the salmon, and I didn't really fancy the salmon as, in person, I thought it was barely legible. I've always wanted to fit in a three-hander and dress watch in my collection, and this one is certainly a very tempting option. So that was my time watch shopping in London again, and a lot of cool pieces and a few tough contenders for my next purchase. If this experience had taught me anything, you can never predict the feel and look of a watch from seeing photos of it online, so definitely go out and try it to your heart's content. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you again next time.